Hello and welcome back to the channel, Life of Bonsai. In this video, I'm just going to tell you a little story on how I got this Portulacaria afra for pretty much $1. And first of all, I just want to really thank you guys for the really good and positive comments on my last video. It has been tough to post videos at the moment right now, and just really trying to keep the channel alive, but all those positive comments really do help out a lot, so I really do appreciate you guys for all that constant support. But yes, without further ado, so I'm also going to do a little bit of air layering and some other spring work on other trees. But the way that I got this tree, the way that I got this tree for $1 at the Houston convention this past, well, maybe 2 weeks ago. This was They were doing raffles, so there was $5 raffles and dollar raffles, and I just purchased 3 tickets, and I put one of them for the dollar ones towards this Portulacaria afra. There was a bunch of other numbers in there, but they chose my name, and that's pretty much how I got this tree for $1. And I want to do some work on this tree, so as you can see, I think this could be my front. Not too sure, but it's too straight, and then I wanted to kind of go curve and then maybe remove this branch right here so I can get a little bit of movement at the top of the tree. I really want some ramification to come out of this side, and I'm also going to see what's under those roots. So I'm going to take out the tree out of the pot and see what's under there. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm just taking the tree out of the container, and I really want to see what's underneath the root base, so I'm going to expose it a little, and that's okay to get rid of that topsoil. So this is going to help a lot more on really finding out the best possible front depending on what's under here. So it seems like there might be some good roots. Let me get the camera close. Okay, so up closer now, and I think for $1, I don't think it's bad at all, honestly. Of course, I'm not saying this tree is a really expensive tree by any means, but at the convention there was this guy selling Portulacaria afras, same size, same pot size, and they were going for around $50, $45. So I don't think this is a bad deal by any means. So I think it's really good. And I think that's my front. The front would be a lot better, and yes, I'm using a fork. I don't know what happened to my root rake. But anyways, I think this is the better front. It's got a nice tapering base, and I'm going to remove this branch right here to create a little bit of movement towards the top. Okay, so here's the full tree, and I think, I'm not sure if it's visible, but the base of the tree tapers real nicely towards the top, and I think I can keep this curve and up, so I might need to get rid of this branch and this front branch that's pointing directly. Maybe if I do the other side, that could actually, well, I already have two background branches. I think it's better this side actually. Let's see. So there's this backside branch, and this one, if I was to flip it this way, and let's see, just trying to find the better front. So I did a nice flat cut on this one, and there's another branch that I also need to get rid of. As you can see, this back branch crosses all the way to that other side of the tree, so I also need to get rid of this one. You see how it like comes all the way out? So I can root this one and make some more trees out of them. And I'm gonna make a nice flat cut on that one as well. So what else do I need to remove? And as you can see, you start to see a better shape of the tree. So I might need to get rid of this branch as well to get that movement up there. Might need to do that. Okay, so the next thing to do, I really think I'm going to get rid of this. I know you might be thinking that I'm crazy, but I really like that movement at the top, so this kind of throws it off a little bit, and it would be right at the turn, so this branch wouldn't really help much. So here it goes. I'm also going to use my knife to make also a flat cut on this one here shortly, but I think I'm getting somewhere here. And then this one, I'm honestly taking this off back here because it's just pointing up. I don't want it. So back here, this one is already coming down, so I might need to trim this farther down, so this could be the new lead for the background branch. And I'm just going to get rid of crossing branches here. So just branches that are crossing. Like this one here. This one here. This one here. Let's see. Back here. There's a lot of crossing branches that I don't really need on my design. I think this one needs to go lower because it's also just competing with the apex, and I don't really want that. I think I'm going to bring it down here, and I think I'm getting a better shape. Right there, right about there. This one, let's see what else I need to take off. No crossing branches. This one here. And right now I'm not really worrying too much about building really nice ramification because eventually I'll be having more branches to work with as the tree develops, and now that it's opened up, more light should be able to hit the side of the tree, and I'll be able to have more growth down here hopefully. And that's what I need to fill out these places right here with more growth. Let me back off and see how it's looking. So it looks like a poor man bonsai, but eventually it's going to build up. So I might need to remove this branch, but not yet. I don't want to do that. Kind of like that movement right here. You see that right there? I like that. And then I can also kind of like change the angle a little bit of the tree, maybe more to the side a little bit, and that would give me better movement right there. See, so you can see it gets a little better from this side. So I might change the position once I put it up, and of course not now, but eventually. And I think that's about it for this tree. Just a little bit of work. Just reducing this apex at the top, and I do need to select a higher up branch. I don't want this to be just straight. So there is one back here, this one that I could probably use and make that last turn this way. but we shall see. And I'm going to trim it down to right there. And I think that's it for this tree. It just, for now, just hopefully I get branches at the right place and I get to start building somewhat decent tree. And I'll be working on some air layers as well, and you already know how to air layer, things like that. I'm pretty sure there's a video also on an air layer that I did, but I'll be showing you the process at the end, well, the progress. And here is the air layer. So I did an air layer on this Procumbers Nana, and I think that's going to take really well. So gotta adjust a little bit here, but once this takes, it's gonna be a nice tree. So that's that, and then I air layer the cedar elm, the long one. It healed, so I removed the air layer and it healed over. So I did a slightly deeper cut, and hopefully it takes. So those are my two air layers, and just a quick update on the court myrtle that I collected from a nursery from Jade Bonsai, and it's doing really good, doing amazing. So that is it for this video. I really do appreciate you guys sticking to the end. Please subscribe, share, and you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for all your support.